Well, hello there. I'm so sorry, a little delay. This is something new for me that I'm trying tonight, going live on YouTube. Welcome to 60 and Beyond with Skylark on this first Monday of December 2024. That's December 2nd. Let's hope that this all looks good, it's clear, and I hope it's light enough. Let me just check and see if we can brighten it up a little bit, if we even have to. Um, so, every first Monday of the month, I go live on YouTube, which is where the platform will be from now on. I was doing recording it on my own and then uploading it to YouTube, but they've changed the format and they're allowing me to go live. I think in the past you had to have like 1,000 subscribers to go live, but not anymore. Maybe because I have a lot of content, they're being kind to me. I don't know. But to you new people here, please subscribe to my channel, Skylark Live, and that is my brand. So I'm all over social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Patreon. I'll post the links to a newsletter that I write each week. And each first Monday of the month, I go over the previous month's newsletter, and then I have something I want to talk about. And tonight is a topic I think that some of you will relate to. This vlog is geared to women over 60 to thrive in mature aging through knowledge and self-awareness. And I talk about all kinds of things to motivate and inspire. Somebody who's walking past my window, sorry. I live on the first floor, so sometimes you see people walk by, it's like, a little too close, but it's okay. Thank God, it's okay. So let's start with the beginning of November. I wrote about anything is possible. And again, I will put the link to the newsletter under this video, and you can subscribe to my newsletter. If you care to, you can subscribe for $5 a month or for free, whatever you choose. I appreciate anything you can do to help keep my brand going. So anything is possible. So let's open that up and see. Talked about being self-motivated and being focused and driven. And I was saying how I live in my fantasy mind where I reinvent myself, which I do. And that's where I start to build the dream, create the awareness in my mind, and then I go and I learn about what I want to do and then pursue it. So that's kind of fun, right? Never too late to reinvent yourself. I'm a real advocate of that because I think at any age, especially 60 and beyond, you can reinvent yourself. I've done it several times. It's not as hard as you think, but it does take time, so you have to be very patient with yourself. Then on November 12th, I should say, I write this newsletter on Tuesday and it shows up in your email on Wednesday morning, and then I post it on social media so everybody gets a chance to read it. The mystery of life. This is just something that I had been thinking about, and how, I know we've all asked the existential questions. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? What is my purpose in life? And I think there's one of us that haven't asked ourselves that. And some of us know, and some of us don't. And you then go on a journey to find out. And maybe some of you never question it. I find that hard to believe because I think most of us do question it. So I wrote about that and, excuse me, went into a little bit about free will and individual responsibility, and then delved a little bit into a supernatural force that is at work, God, and providence that steps in, which is God assistance when you commit to something. And, sometimes I'm sure also you've experienced where something will happen and you'll be like, now I know I only did part of it, but then something else did the rest. That's an amazing experience. And that's an amazing awareness and knowledge that there is something beyond our own scope that is at work. I do think that if you look around and you look at nature and you look at a sunrise and a sunset and the fact that, the world's been here for billions of years, I think it knows what it's doing, but there is also something else that assists in its evolution and its existence. So, yeah. Right? You can relate? Okay, and then on, let me just see here, the 19th of November, I wrote about friendships can change like the seasons. And, that's kind of a personal article in a way because I've had several friendships change and even end. And it's been, a big transition for me because once you're my friend, you're pretty much my friend forever. I don't know that I've had to end some friendships, but that was only because that person did something deliberate to me to be hurtful. Otherwise, I think you can always work things out, which I lean to doing more, working things out, but that's not always the case. Sometimes the decision to end a friendship is made for you, and you just kind of have to go with it. So, and then my last article of November was giving thanks, and that came out on the Wednesday right before Thanksgiving. And I talked about, being grateful, acknowledging the people that are in your life and that you are thankful they're in your life. A little bit about the history of Thanksgiving, and a little fact that I don't even think I realized is that Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national holiday for Thanksgiving. So that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. Did you know that? That Abe, he was really something. So that's it for the newsletter. So now I want to talk a little bit. I keep these vlogs kind of short, maybe 15 minutes, because we're busy and I'm hungry and I'm cooking, but I wanted to hop on. I've been thinking about, at this age, a lot of us are caregivers, and I've spoken about caregiving before, but I haven't spoken about the very difficult decision that we can be faced with to put someone either in a nursing home or a group home or an assisted living. It's a very, very difficult decision. Sometimes, again, that decision is made for you because maybe that person is so sick that you can't care for them at home. And so the decision is not as difficult because putting them in a nursing facility or an assisted living is a better option than having them live alone. And they're different. Assisted living is really for people who are still, able to take care of themselves for the most part, but it's a safer environment and it's a more social environment. Generally, they have their own little apartment, their own room, and there's lots of activities where they gather. But it's different than a nursing home where there aren't nurses on staff. It's more an assisted living, which they help you, live your life, but you're not really sick. You're maybe just elderly and maybe your family's gone and you no longer want to live alone and you want some assistance. But a nursing facility is something totally different. That is staffed with nursing. But if you do need hospital care, they will take you to a hospital. And some of the nursing homes are really terrific. I mean, there's nothing you have to do. You're very well cared for. There's 3 meals a day. There's lots of activity for people who aren't acutely ill, but maybe are there healing from a broken bone or maybe a stroke, but they're able to take part in some activity. So a nursing facility. And then the group home is really, there's many different types of group homes. It can be somebody who, has moderate to severe special needs or autistic, or, it's just maybe they have a balance issue and they're not able to really, it's not as safe to be home. So that decision can be really difficult. And, you know, there are lots of places you can go to, advocacy groups that can help you make those decisions. I know that there's a thing called A Place for Mom that Joan London, if any of you remember her, she was a news anchor. She started this organization that is for people trying to find a nursing home. If you are dealing with someone with a disability and you need to place them in a group home and you want to get them on Medicaid, there's something called the Office of People with Developmental Disabilities. It is a state-run agency, OPWDD. It can be an arduous application process, but you know, it's a terrific organization that really provides a lot of assistance and knowledge and guidance. If your loved one is in a facility, there are always social workers. Like if someone's in the hospital, there's always a social worker on staff, or someone's in a nursing home, you can go to them for guidance. They can help you. They can help you apply for Medicaid right at the facility. If anybody has any questions about any of this, you can send me an email, christineskylark@aol.com, or you can put a message under this video. You know, I can help you as much as I've learned through the process. If you live in Islip Township or any township that you're in, there are usually agencies like Office of the Aging. There's the Suffolk County, I think it's OPW, Office of People with Disabilities, OPWD. That is a county agency in Suffolk. They also are great. They're a great, you know, advocacy. There is another Long Island Housing Services. It's an independent group that can help you get a ramp if you need it to the building where you live or your house. They can help with bars for the hallway, the shower. You know, there's a lot of assistance out there. So again, if anybody needs a little guidance, I'm more than willing to help you with that. But if you're having a really hard time, like, you know, I'm in the process of making some decisions, and it's been very difficult. It's been very emotional and hard. But, you know, talk to other family members, maybe, you know, talk to a therapist, a priest, whatever guidance, you know, can help, a sibling. It's just a very, very tough decision. So if you're going through that and you need a little support, again, email me, christineskylark@aol.com, or put a message under this video. Send me a private message through Facebook, Christine Skylark. I'm listed on Facebook. I also have a page, Skylark Live, so either way. But yeah, reach out. I'm willing to guide and help in any way that I can. So I think that's it for tonight. You know, we all need to help one another, and I'm certainly here to help you if you're having, you know, some difficulty making a decision or deciding where to start to reach out. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, this is a big one. Under Medicaid, there is a program called Freedom Care. And whoever you're applying for Medicaid for, they can choose a caregiver, whether it's a spouse, a child, you know, a friend. And that person can call Freedom Care after the person gets approved for Medicaid, because then you get a number, like a case number, and they can get registered with Freedom Care and get paid to be a caregiver. It's a terrific program, and so remember that, Freedom Care, okay? I think that's it. I'm going to see how long. All right, so 15 minutes, and next time I'll let you guys know when I'm going live. I just wanted to make sure this worked tonight before I send it all out into the universe. All right, so peace and love. I hope you all had a beautiful Thanksgiving. I did. I had a really great weekend. Oh, and I want to share this. Sunday rather, I saw White Christmas at the Gateway, a musical. It was fantastic. It's based on the film. We all know the film from years ago. But the musical at the Gateway in Bellport was fabulous. So I think it runs till December 29th. Check it out. It's really fabulous. And it'll get you in the spirit. And the Gateway Playhouse is such a beautiful theater. It is really gorgeous. It's like a big barn made out of wood, oak. It's beautiful. And they have seating outside, and they have a little bar, and it's just a wonderful place. So, all right. Till next month, I will see you in the new year. It'll be a new year. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate at this season. It's a beautiful time of year. No matter what you're going through, focus on what you're grateful for. What you're grateful for. Not what you've lost, not what you're going through, but what you're grateful for. I know that can be very hard because when you're down and out, you're not really thinking about that. But if you really try to focus on the many blessings that you really do have, that's what you'll go to. You'll focus more on that than the sorrow. The sorrow is always going to be there. That's life. It's you know, we're going to lose people. We're going to lose spouses. We're going to lose relationships. Our marriages are going to break up, whatever the case is. But you always have yourself, and you can always start over. All right. I love you. I will see you in 2025. Okay, now how do I stop this? All right, everyone. I'm going to try. Yikes. All right. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.